bam, 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 bam. Dun, 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 dun. Hi guys, how you doing? Evening. Continuation from yesterday, because we gotta find the good trades, guys. It's bull market, it's altcoin season, it's happening. And do you know how you know that you're close to the top or close to the ending, close to the finishing line? Is because Ivan on Tech is telling you to sell. He's not telling you to sell, but he's like, you should be, when stuff goes, you should probably take some profits. You know that we are very, very close to that point. Now I'm still thinking 3 to 6 months, give or take. We'll see. I'm guessing October, somebody guessing November, December, whatever. We don't actually know, but we will know. Like I always say, we will know when we get there. How's everybody doing? Epic music, Vanalesva. Yeah, guys, the music you hear in the background, that's the guy, Vanalesva. Hi, man. Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Rava, hi. What's up, man? How you doing? Piper is in the chat again. Danny, what's up? No TP. Did you see these guys? CFX. Yesterday we looked at CFX and I'm like, oh man, this thing is too volatile. I don't want to touch it, Bam, today 100% up. CKB 40% up right now. How much was it up at top up here? 60-70%. I'm okay, bro. Nice to see you. Nice to see that you're still here, man. Nice to see that you're still here with us. The crazy guys. Yeah. Guys, we've been here since the very, very bottom, You're gonna stick around. So there is that. But we gotta know. Ethereum is guys. Ethereum, guys. Ethereum, guys. Ethereum. I don't know if you know, but Ethereum is telling us altcoin season is underway. Good times coming, and everything is playing as it should play. We know the targets, we know the levels, we know everything that needs to be known. We're just waiting. The boredom. It's gonna be day or 2 days, a week, 2 weeks. We don't know, but slowly, surely, it's getting there. We are getting there, guys. We're getting there. And of course, if you look over here, on the dollar, our blue box got hit on the dollar, guys. How is this possible? How can we know that's gonna hit the blue box on the dollar? E to 7K. Yeah, you've been watching too much Ivan Attack. Nah. Let's see. So, based on this chart, when it comes to Ethereum, right? Based on the chart, technical analysis, very, very nice. We know two things about patterns. Wedges are technically only two channels intersecting with each other. That's all the thing it is. And if you look at us, target up here, 6.5. This is on October 6th, 6.5. That's the target, guys, for the channel. But, we know more than that. We got 2 more targets, guys. We got 2 more targets. Stuff goes up here. Target is 8.6 and 10.7. 6.5 is the resistance. This over here is 4.3 resistance. 6.4 resistance, 8.6 resistance, 10.7 resistance. Where will it stop? We don't know. Need FIB to get E targets. FIB, man. Next time I'm gonna do FIB is when I get drunk. We should probably get drunk. Do I have anything to drink? Nah, I want to drink beer, but I don't think I have beer. Maybe I have beer. I got something else, but I don't want to drink anything, too strong. It's Sunday after all, and I've been at work all day. It's been like, I've been at work all day. I'm tired as you know what, but we gotta know. 7 normal. Nah. These are targets, guys. Take your notebook out, write down the targets. They're important. Now, another way to figure out which of these are most likely, we just go with this line over here. This is 5x, which is actually, 5x from the bottom, which I don't think is gonna go. Yeah, this over here. This actually 500%. This actually, 8.6 probable. 6. And where is the, beautiful target? 900. This is 900 from the bottom. But I'm wondering whether it's from that bottom or this bottom. Like, which bottom? Like, which bottom is important? Oh, this is nice over here. 1000% over here. 1100. 10x over here, guys. This is important. So this level over here is important, and this over here is important. I don't think it's gonna be this one, but you know, 8.6 or 13.8. What you guys can think? I'm thinking more likely, you know, 13.7 than 8.6, because you see over here. I mean, this is just 2 weeks. This is just 2 weeks. When it starts going, it's gonna go fast. But it could be 8.6. It could be 8.6. Yeah, you know, it could easily be 8.6. You know, and it's also 10x exactly, almost exactly 10x from the very bottom, very bottom, 10x 8.6. So you know, it's good chance it's gonna go 8.6, because if you look over here and look from the bottom, but this like 20x, something like that, right? No, this like 50x over here. This like, yeah, 50x. It went 50x towards upside. Wow. Maybe it's gonna go more than 10x. Maybe it's gonna go more than... Where is 20x? 17k. Who knows? Maybe. Looking for someone to long. Something to long. Something to, you know, jump on. Something. But, you know, most importantly, looking for bottoms. You know, we are looking for bottoms. Whatever, any kind of bottoms. Bottoms. Like, if you can find bottoms, it's gonna be nice. So... before we start, I need something to drink, guys. I'm sorry, but I need to get something to drink. Okay, I'm back, guys. There we go. Can do Jasmine? I'm holding 90 million coins. So, Sully, what you wanna know about Jasmine? You gotta tell me what you know. What am I gonna look for? What you wanna know? So, this is how we're gonna do it, guys. Because we gotta decide what we're gonna look at. Right? We gotta decide. Are we gonna look on weekly time frames or daily time frames, right? Or even 4-hourly time frames, but since it is technically how high? Okay, cool. Since it is weekend, Sunday, and weekend end, I think we can go looking for the weekly closes, because weekly closes are very interesting. Bro, how you do, man? How high? So let's go and check out Jasmine. I haven't looked at Jasmine forever. How high can Jasmine go? First of all, I don't think it's gonna go up there, you know, so just forget that. But from the bottom, you know, where is the bottom? Over here, give or take, right? This over here is like 20x over here, right? 20x, so there are 2 targets up here. So let's just over here. These are the bottoms over here. 10x right now is over here. How much is that? 30x, 10x. This is major, you know, psychological levels. Because right now, you know, when I'm looking at level, I don't look at fibs. Fibs are nothing. We look at psychological levels over here. This is 10x from the very bottom. You know, there will be profit taking, and the next level is around the 20 over here, right? You know, where it's 1,900, you know, over here. Let's say exactly 20x up here, give or take. So that means that this over here is actually over here. A little bit down, something like this. So this over here is 10x, this over here is 20x. That's all you need to know from this bottom over here. But over here that's 25, over here that's 50x. That's 50x from the very bottom. So these guys down here are getting 50x. 50x over here. These are getting 50x. These guys down here, at least these down at the bottom who bought the, you know, the bottom of bottom, 10, 20x over here. So these are major levels of support, right? So I would say, you know, very likely it's gonna hit this level over here, but you know, if it continues going up here, I think, you know, the top might be over here all the way. How's GMX looking now? Cake. Cake still looks nice. Sorry about that. Cake still looking nice. I mean, it's still in triangle, you know, so we are waiting for the, you know, breakout, but you know, it looks nice over here. It's very climbing over here nicely, steadily. Over here towards the upside. We are waiting for the breakout. Haven't broken out just yet, so you know, there's that. And GMX, where is GMX? Over here. GMX still at the bottom over here, climbing up here, pulling back down here. It still haven't broken the trend line over here a little bit, so it might be, but it is very, you know, it is down the bottom. Over here on the weekly time frame looks juicy as F, man. This part over here looks juicy as F, like over here. And over here also you can see, you know, double bottom over here with, you know, big weak downsy support up here. So, you know, very good chance for next week to move towards upside. And yeah, GMX is one of these things that's actually on the bottom, right? GMX is one of these things that are actually on the bottom there. So there is not a lot of these coins that are actually all the way down here still on the bottom. Most coins have already done the move. Most coins already done the move. Tron is looking good, man. I don't know if you know about Tron. We checked Tron yesterday. Yesterday Tron did something amazing. I don't think it's yesterday, it's maybe a previous week. Where is Tron over here? There you go, there's Tron. Did it pull back? It pulled back inside the channel, man. It pulled back inside channel, doesn't look good. It's been going inside this very, very nice channel towards the upside over here. And exploded yesterday, and it was retesting the move, but right now it's pushing inside. So we're gonna see when it comes back outside again. But right now it looks like it's pushing back inside. Let's look at a weekly time frame over here. Nah, the weekly time frame looks juicy as F, man. This is just gonna pull back a little bit over here and it's gonna go. So maybe next week or week after that, Tron is definitely going outside of this channel up here towards the upside. CKB looking good, man. CKB is up 40%. Is Kaspa going pop soon? Kaspa. By the way, guys, you gotta be more specific when asking me, you know, can you look at this, you know, like what do you wanna know? Yeah, Kaspa is already going, man. If you look at over here on the weekly time frame, Kaspa is this very nice channel up here. I don't know if it's gonna pop out anytime soon, but let's go over here on the weekly time frame. Where are major levels of resistance over here? This got broken over this week over here. Then you got this over here at the top, up there. It's already kind of going, but I think, you know, Kaspa needs to break the, you know, create the double bottom over here. And this double bottom gets broken right over here between 0.108 and 0.17. Think that can hit new high. Of course it can. This is a V-chain, man. I don't know if you guys know, but you know, a lot of coins has these double bottoms. What is that double bottoms right now doing? Like, you look at your own chart. These double bottoms, you'll see these double bottoms. This is the line, this is the trend line, sorry, not trend line, this is the resistance level. Once this resistance level gets broken, stuff goes, you know, stuff goes hard. Stuff goes really, really hard once it actually broke. But you know, right now everything is climbing outside of these bottoms towards the resistance level. See here, it went down, pulled up, pulled back, double bottom, moved towards the upside. So there is that. Anyways, I'm not really interested in looking at, you know, random coins, you know, that you gotta hold, you know, 2 trillion of. Yeah, we all hold 2 trillion of something. I do get that, but you know, I'm mostly interested in like what's happening on the weekly time frame over here on a lot of coins. Like over here, Cardano right now, popping big time towards upside, which is actually very, very nice. But you know, we want to find something on the weekly time frame that doesn't have this big pump. Okay. Ooh, this is nice. Anchor. Anchor is nice. Oh no, sorry, this is monthly. This is not. Sorry, this is weekly. Pumped, 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 pumped. Anchor. It looks kind of pumped, but it's not. Like it has this. Anchor has this, you know, channel towards downside over here. We looked at this yesterday. You know, it's still going up here, but you know, this part over here, like It's time broken out. You know, and weekly is already like 3-4 weeks towards upside, so maybe some kind of pullback very, very soon. Alpha Zero up here, not yet out of the channel just yet. Weekly time frame right now, still right now sitting on support level up here, and I think you know, this looks good so far, right? Look at these nice touches on the bottom and top over here, but we'll see. The question is whether this is gonna break down first and go up, you know, break down and go up, or it's just gonna come over here and go towards the upside. So next week is gonna be very, very interesting. Let's go look at a weekly time frame over here. Now look at these 2 weeks over here. It might start next week towards the upside, but it will go. So if it goes down over here, I think this is a very good buy. So I'm still looking at Alpha Zero up here for a very nice long position over here towards upside because of these. I mean, the first thing first, this is like, you know, very nice double bottom setup. Number two, right now we are on the bottom of that second move over here, and the third, you see these green candles over here with these big wicks on the top side up here. They're selling, but selling is not actually that juice that I mean, selling cannot push the price down more, right? So this actually looks very, very juicy, at least the way I see it right now. Even right now, if it breaks down a little bit and starts going over here, it's just gonna pop eventually. So there is that. Okay, let's look at something more on the weekly time frame. Do we have anything nice? CFX exploded today 100% towards the upside. CKB up 40% right now, creating also this double bottom up here. Polkadot right now popping a little bit over here. We're not interested in that. We wanna, because right now we're just looking at weekly time frames. We're not going into the, you know, 4 hourly or daily or anything like that, or hourly time frames. Because when you see some stuff like this over here on the weekly time frame, I mean, the weekly time frame of this Ethereum class up here, it's up 40%, right? If you look at the daily time frame, it does look very, very juicy. But you know, what are we gonna do? You know, bet on that it's gonna go up here. It's better to bet, you know, when stuff is down here towards the upside than when it's already did the 40% move, right? So let's go back to the weekly time frame up here and let's find something that doesn't have these, you know, big fat green candles at the ending over here. Angel looks actually very nice because actually breaking out right now. Not a lot of coins are actually breaking out right now. Slowly climbing up here. Angel actually looks very, very nice over here. This channel towards the upside over here looks actually very, very juicy. Maybe something like this. Now this is bad. This is terrible. Now this looks good. Should go over here and here and there, more or less, I don't know, up here maybe, something like this, give or take. Just kind of climbing up here, just kind of climb, but it's not on the bottom for a long, it's more on the top for the short, but short are short-lived, so we don't want to do that. So we're looking for something down here that can go, but this actually looks very nice. Index actually looks very, very nice up here. I like this, you know, slow rise over here, you know, explode up here above the resistance level right now, just slowly rising up here before it shoots. It's climbing, and then it gets attention and then it goes, right? That's how these what are they called? Walk and pop patterns. I always forget what patterns are called. Oh my god, what's called? Bump and run pattern, right? So bump and run patterns, what they do actually, they go like this slowly towards the upside. They bump towards the upside because they get attention and they run, right? So lead in, bump and run patterns, right? So over here we see that right now, you know, it's slowly climbing towards the upside, then it bumps over here and then it, you know, runs a little bit. But this is a bull market, so you know, we don't get anything like this over here. We just get consolidation and continuation towards the upside, right? But we are looking for these moves outside of the channel towards the upside, which should be very, very interesting once that happens. Kaspa now, near now, Solana, nice. I mean, everything looks nice, everything is good, right? That's not the point, but the point is finding, you know, trade setups that looks actually very, very juicy. XLM over here creating this big doji, fat doji on the top up here, like this thing exploded, man. And oftentimes people will see this kind of doji here at the top and think, oh man, it's a doji at the top, it's gonna go down, and you know, stuff continues pumping because bull market, right? Man, good times, good times. Oh, this pullback, it's creating. Let me see over here. XRD. Oh, XRD looks nice. Look at this move above 10-20 moving average, man. Look at this move above 10-20 moving average. Pumped, pull back up here, consolidating. You know, I think Rafael in the chat is gonna be very, very happy with this move. Without analyzing it too much. By the way, guys, I don't have subscription because I did not buy previous Black Friday. I did not buy subscription, and mine went got cancelled or stopped working sometimes in April, something like that, and I am just waiting for Black Friday to buy again, so you know, because it's so much cheaper. It's like 70% off, so there is that. XTZ, wow, XTZ exploded yesterday or this week. Wow, 90% move. Yeah, not touching that right now. This actually looks nice. This Zcash thing over here. Right, you see up here curvature again. And right now it's on the bottom of this curve. You see up here, there is this bottom of curve. Right, this is the top of the curve, which are short positions, and this is the bottom of the curve, which is actually long positions, right? And over here you see bottom of the curve, and somewhere over here top of the curve, right? And right now it's hugging that bottom of the curve. It's actually very, very nice. Now Zcash looks actually very, very juicy, man. But I'm wondering whether that's gonna come. You know, weekly candle close are always interesting because you always wonder, you know, after weekly close, do we have a dump first before we go up, or do we just go up immediately, right? So it's always interesting to see these weekly close how they play out. But as you can see, always on the bottom side, right? It's not always, but very, very often you get some kind of wick on the bottom, right? So what I'm guessing right now, everything is a short. Everything is a short. At least for a couple of hours after the weekly close. So when weekly close hits in 2.5 hours, when weekly close hits, everything is a short. Everything is a short for a very small while. Over here, how much we went down? 3%. Over here, 2.4%. Over here, it was a little bigger. This is 7% more. But you know, 2%. Let's see, 3 and 5% down. Right. So after weekly close, wherever we are over here, let's say we close over here somewhere, right? 3%, 1, 2, 3, 4% over here. Give it, let's say, let's say 4% to be in between these two. So we're getting this, you know, move down, 4% move down, give or take up here somewhere, right? So you get this move down, you create that, you know, bottom wick over here, and then you have a juice candle. So you have this wick on the bottom and create juicy candle. So I think everything is a short right after the weekly close, but you know, during the week, everything's gonna be low. I think everything's gonna be long, but this looks so nice. I mean, this pattern over here, I mean, just consolidating up, down, up, down. Let me see, can we figure out where the bottom is gonna be? So this is very nice. So if you're still up late tonight, if you're still up in the next, of course, not financial advice, you do your money, I'll do my money, you do your wife, I'll do my wife. But I think there's a very good chance to pull back over here. During the close, so when we get a weekly close, pulling back over here, and then going long on the bottom line over here, because you see over here every single time on the support level it just goes towards upside, right? So, and right now it's you know holding this level over here. So I think there might come another move down before we actually do another move towards upside. On the other hand, if it starts breaking down over here, it might be even worse than that. But you know, we're not counting on that. We're counting that, you know, in the start of the week, it's gonna be down first and then everything up after that. So you know, this actually looks very nice. I actually like this. What was this? Zcash. I don't know how much pumpage Zcash can have, but you know, there is that. But it looks nice. I'm gonna remember Zcash. Aptos. Aptos also looks nice over here. Aptos is the downtrending channel. But right now it's just been going steadily up here towards the week up here. I mean, I'm pretty confident there will be some kind of, you know, maybe a couple hours, maybe, you know, half a day or something like that. There will be a pullback, you know, consolidation over here. But stuff will break, you know, bullish stuff will just go very, very hard fast. I mean, it won't go down that much. At least that's my take. Aptos also looks very nice. But unfortunately, Aptos is at the top, it's not at the bottom, right? Aptos at top of the channel, not bottom. Bottoms are for long, tops are for short, and right now it's a short position. So if it pulls back over here, it might be nice, right? Zcash on the other hand it is going towards upside, but right now it is closer to the bottom of the channel than towards the upside channel, which makes it better for a long position. We're just looking at weekly over here. Same over here, same channel towards downside over here. Climbing towards upside, climbing towards upside. Climbing. Oh, this actually pumped this week. How much is it? Like 50%, 30%. QNT. Oh, QNT. Oh, QNT is new. Nice. It's not down here, I get that, but it doesn't have this, you know, double bottom, some weird double bottom. It has this bullish engulfing candle right back up here, very close to the top right now, consolidating over here before it actually breaks this level towards the upside. Let me see the moving averages over here. Oh my god, it's closing above 200 moving average on the weekly time frame. Guys, this looks juicy as you know what. So QNT. But it's close to the top. But it looks juicy, man. QNT looks like it might go. QNT is good. I like the pattern over here because you see over here that it exploded. It went down, you know. This over here is a spring, right? So if you see over here in this part over here, that's a spring, right? It went up, consolidated a little bit, exploded towards the upside, went down, spring right back up above the support level, resistance level over here, or back above the support level, consolidating over here above the 200 moving average, as I just showed you over here. Right now consolidating, and the next major level, you know, resistance over here, next major. I'm not saying the next major. Let me see on the monthly time frame. Monthly time frame, this is already breaking towards upside over here, but we still got 11 days on the monthly time frame. But right now it is going up here very, very nicely. Is it breaking the trend, the big time trend over here? Where should it be? Nah, it has a little bit more left to go. There's a little bit more left to go. But it looks juicy though. It looks juicy. QNT looks juicy. RLC, nah. BitGet, you know, pump big time. BNB, Crow, GT, KC, Leo. Yeah, we talked about Leo yesterday. I still don't know what's happening over here, but you know, I think if it starts breaking this level over here, it might go hard. Because this is a major level resistance over here. Ooh, MX token. Why is it doing this? It is literally on the bottom, guys. MX token. MEXC. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months. 7 months down. Oh man. This thing, man. Let's go over here. Let's just focus on this part. Let's invert the chart. Because inverted charts are for some reason easier to. Then broke that. Broke that. Yeah, and this one is too big. So over here it goes down, right? And then it breaks this, you know, very steep trend, and it starts going, still going down, and then breaks this, it's still going down, but it's doing the curvature. This is a curvature, right? And then it goes up over here, and it really stops doing this curvature up here. It's still going trending towards downside, but this is very, very low. Where are major level of support? Let me see over here. Do we have anything between these? So there is literally nothing besides this one. And right now it's on that level. So it's definitely not this one, because this is gone, this is gone. This over here is gone. So we only have this over here, and down here at 172. Where is the volume? Wow, it goes down. Look at the volume going down over here. I mean, the volume is dead on this move over here. Goes down. This move over here, look at the selling, man. Look at the selling over here. Volume goes down. Sorry, volume goes up, price goes down. Price goes up, volume goes down. And then you have this part over here where both volume and the price goes down. Oh, this is juicy, man. This is juicy. Do you guys think this is juicy? Let me see what you guys think. MX token is juicy. Totally juicy. No juiciness there. What you guys think? What you guys think? I think this is actually juicy. I think this is actually good. You think? Sully thinks, you know, tricks about to pop. Yeah, maybe soon. Maybe soon. I like this. I like this. It's not very often, right? You know, you just saw a whole bunch of coins, and most coins have these, you know, 2-3 weeks green candles. This is the only thing that doesn't. How much is it? How much is down from the top? 60%. Is Max C dead? That's what I want to know. Is Max C dead? 50x from over here. From down here it went like, you know, stupid amount of money. There's definitely selling going on. It looks like a... It looks like a... It's not this over here, right? When it breaks resistance, it's gotta go. The fact that it's not going, it means it's gonna go this way. I stopped using it when they went KYC. Yeah, a lot of people did. And there was also a problem with KYC, so not KYC, but MaxC, because they did some shady stuff, I think. But I like the chart. I enjoy the chart. I think chart is juicy. So you know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna go small time frames, guys. We're gonna go small time frames to figure it out. Let me go again to the weekly time frame over here. Oh man, time frame is juicy. Do we have anything else over here? Only these. Because this one created this one is from previous. Right now it went over there. I mean, this looks juicy. I don't know about you, I think this looks very, very juicy. What you guys think? Totally juicy. No juice. 44% don't find juiciness. How can you not see juiciness? How can you not see juiciness, man? It's so juicy. So we got a channel over here. This is the important part, right? This is some next level market manipulation over here. Let me invert the chart. Where can you trade actually? Where can you actually trade an MX token? Is it just on MaxC or somewhere else? MX token. Okay, it's on Bybit, it's on BitChat, MaxC, it's all over the place, which is actually good, I think. Sex and shit. Yeah, I mean it's on Bybit, you know. By the way, we got a Bybit link down below, but it's on Bybit. We can trade this on Bybit. This is 1 hourly, 4 hourly time frame over here. Six daily. Little things, it looks good. You bullish on Holo? You don't say. By the way, how is Holo doing? We gotta check Holo for an LSFA. Oh man, look at that. It tried to pop up here above 200 moving average on the daily time frame. On the weekly time frame right now, it's doing very, very good. Getting above 1020 moving average up here. Major levels, of course, the 50 moving and 200 moving average over here right now. Oh man, that... It's also got this double bottom, right? I'm looking for all of these double bottoms to play out. So, you can see up here, it went all the way up to the resistance level. Right now, you know, maybe next week if it breaks up this double bottom, we're gonna see some bigger moves. Looks nice. But I don't know how high it can go though. I don't know. I always say 10x from the bottom, so where is the bottom over here? This might be the bottom, right? I think 10x is sure bet, right? And then you got, you know, 20 up here, that's probably up here towards some kind of top, and then you got 50x, that's also very important. 30, 40 also, but you know, this 50x is very important. You know, when it starts going, but you know, these are major levels, you know, psychological levels of resistance when we get there. There is that. But MX, man, MX looks good. I think it might pull back a little bit more now when the weekly gets, you know, weekly closes. But if you go here on 1 hourly time frame over here, I think you might do another move up here, and then, you know, on the weekly. So I think, you know, it's important to zoom out even more. This part over here, this 4 hourly, this 1 hourly. How low can we go? 15 minutes. Do we have a falling wedge over here? Is there a falling wedge? No, it's just a channel, just trending slowly towards downside. Just trending. You know, I'm just gonna leave it all right now, but this looks very, very juicy. MX looks juicy, guys. MX looks juicy. Okay, let's go back to the weekly time frame over here and just see a couple of more coins. 1 inch, Arbitrum, Cake. Yeah, Cake looks like he wants to go, guys. Cake looks like he wants to go. CRV, DEX. This is supposed to be next, you know, trading platform. DYDX and GMX as well, and right now they're very bottom. GMX, Sunday scrap, it's all the way down the bottom. Sushi exploded not so long ago. Oh, Uniswap, but it's already out of the channel though. Look at this channel, it's out. So are we gonna see next week Uniswap explode? First down, then up. Fat. Fat has very nice curvature over here. Slowly climbing. Let me see on the weekly time frame. Fat, bubbly fat. Sitting resistance level. Maybe next week. I think a lot of stuff is gonna break these double bottoms next week, because you know, they're just getting ready. Pepe is not doing much right now, still climbing out of this move towards the upside over here. It's need a little bit more time to get up, but it's looking good over here, especially this part over here. You know, you just, you know, zigzagging, waiting to break towards the upside. But you know, this zigzagging part can actually take a little time. But you know, Doge is up 12% today, so I don't think that's actually gonna take that long. I don't think that's gonna take that long. Look at Doge, guys. Look at Doge go outside of this double bottom over here. So this is what we're looking for most coins. We want these double bottoms to play out and get out. Shiba, double bottoms, you know, at resistance level. Bonk exploded. Bonk, you know, went outside of the double bottom. We've also climbing up here, but this looks nicer than a lot of other stuff. Elon Up here, Baby Dodge, Floki, Brett, all of these meme coins, you know, exploded. Pixel is still at the bottom. Pixel is so far down, man. Access, Gala, Gods, Ilvium, nah, EMX, nah, ooh. But this is down forever. I'm down like 50% on this thing. I bought at $1 and right now it's down like 60%. So this needs to recover eventually. Eventually. Double bottom down here and now is super serious. Ape. Is Ape actually gonna recover? When is Ape gonna go up, man? What's happening, Ape? What is happening, man? Are you gonna go? You got a channel over here. When are you out of the channel, man? Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. But it is down. It is climbing, which is good. NG coin. Mana. Sand. Sorry about that. Put back in place. This needs to be risen a little bit. Nah. AV. I don't know if it's cup and handle pattern, but I guess it is, you know. What is this? Kava. Wow, I mean the pattern is perfect, right? I mean you don't even need lines, you can just see it, right? How much did it pump previous week? Just 10%. Let me look at volume over here. Going down a little bit over here towards the end. Kava is juicy, guys. Kava is juicy. Play Dodge Daddy. Nah, I don't wanna price targets. For Pepe! You wanna price targets for Pepe? Where is Pepe? Where is Pepe? I always say, and I noticed in the previous bull market there was Shiba, right? And Shiba went 10x from the bottom after consolidation, right? So this consolidation, this is bottom up here, 10x from the bottom. You know, that's 10x from the bottom over here. Maybe this bottom over here. Like, I don't know which bottom is gonna be. Maybe this bottom, maybe this bottom over here. This is yeah, depends on where you put this line. That's 10x, and if you go from this bottom over here, 10x over here becomes all the way up there, right? I'm very conservative when it gets to these big coins, because the reason I'm conservative is because I know that you know Pepe already pumped from these bottoms over here just towards the top, 23x. You understand that? Or over here it pumped like 25x, 26x. So all over here it's gonna be a 50x. Over here it's almost 80x. You gotta know that whoever bought down here, they're gonna be selling like crazy. So just know that. Just know that when you get to the 50x, this line over here, when you get to this line, these guys over here, they're gonna be selling like crazy because they just got 50x, if not more. They just 50x from over here. 50x. Do we have anything else over here? AVI comp. Let me go to the weekly. I'm on weekly time frame up here. Let me just move a little bit up here. McCarthy. Yeah, Kava looks also juicy, guys. Kava looks juicy. Kava looks juicy. This actually looks very, very nice. Like bottoms down here for a long. Very, very nice. Maker climbing very nice in the channel towards upside over here. Sold channel. That's broken. Right now just climbing. SNX. Ardent. XRP. LTC. Rio. Ooh, Rio has nice channel over here. This RVA coin. GFI. Consolidating over here. Broke, but Rio is actually when Rio pumps, it pumps a lot more than GFI. Both those can go. Boson, Ondo. Oh, Ondo is going hard. ATR. Okay, guys, link up there, like exploding up here towards the support level. $20 right now. Damn. I think it is pretty obvious that Link is gonna go above 53 very, very soon. It is pretty obvious. It is pretty obvious. But when? And Bitcoin Cash, wow, why is Bitcoin Cash doing so well, guys? Bitcoin Cash, 10 billion market cap. Like, you gotta admit, like, Bitcoin Cash is not dead. I mean, it went down to $100, it's up like 5x. By the way, what happened to the guy, you know, Richard Burr, or whatever his name is? Because this over here, Bitcoin Cash is also nice. Okay, that is those are some of the coins. What do we say? What's juicy? Kava is juicy, right? Kava was juicy, and Zcash was juicy. Where is the juice? And MX. So MX, I think MX looks very, very good over here at the bottom. It's very, very close to the bottom, I think, over here right now. Because next week over here, it's getting this double bottom over here. There's a very good chance to, you know, bounce off of the double bottom over here and towards the upside up here. So MX looks juicy. Then we had the Kava. Kava was also looking juicy if I remember correctly, right? There is Kava. Yeah, I like this, you know, this consolidation over here. This consolidation has actually been going on for, you know, since December, like entire year. Oh my god, entire year. I don't know if it's good or not, but you know, entire year consolidating, you know, it can just be continue ranging like over here for forever. But eventually it will break out. And when that happens, it goes like crazy, right? And right now over here already it looks like, you know, over here it wants to go over here. Like Kava looks juicy as well. So MX, Kava, and there was one more that was looking juicy if I remember correctly. What was that? Oh my god, I already forgot which coin was. Was QNT? Yeah, QNT was this the third one. Anyways, guys, been streaming for 1 hour. Thanks for stopping by. And one looks nice. So much stuff looks nice, but most importantly, the Ethereum, guys. The Ethereum tells the tale of where we're gonna go soon, guys. Where we're gonna go soon. Have a nice evening. GMX and K juicy, juicy. Bye bye. Oh, not this one, not that part.